Anyone who has ever struggled with poverty knows how extremely expensive it is to be poor. The Nigerian poverty case. The Nigerian Bureau of Statistics disclosed that no fewer than 133 million Nigerians, representing 63% of the population, are currently living in multi-dimensional poverty. A total of 105.98 million poor Nigerians are located in rural areas, compared to 16.97 million in the urban areas. The citizens are poor for many reasons. A very large chunk of these people were born into poverty, while a very few break free from it. An overwhelming majority are locked down into poverty and the treacherous condition it constitutes that festers uncontrollably in their lives. According to the Nigerian Multidimensional Poverty Index 2022 survey, which was released recently by the statistical agency, there are high deprivation in sanity, time of health care, food security, and housing. Also, poor people experience over 1/4 of all the possible deprivations. Moreover, both the incidence and intensity of poverty at 62.9% and 40.9% respectively, exceeding the 26% poverty cutoff threshold. The report states that over half of the 200 million population who are multidimensionally poor cook with dongs, wood, or charcoal rather than clean energy. According to the report again, multidimensional poverty is higher in rural areas where 72% of the people are poor compared to 42% in urban areas. It is stated that about 70% of Nigerians live in rural areas, yet these areas are home to 80% of poor people. The report pointed out that the North accounted for 65% or 86 million poor Nigerians, while 35% or about 47 million people living in poverty resides in the South. The incidence of multidimensional poverty is high in Sokoto State, which accounts for 96% of poor Nigerians, and the lowest incidence is 27%, which was recorded in Ondo State. In terms of the proportion of poverty and its intensity, the poorest states include Sokoto, Bayelsa, Jigawa, Kebbi, Gombe, and Yobe. The report, among other things, said 2/3 of children aged 0 to 17 are poor and accounted for 65% compared to 58.7% of adults, adding that this gives rise to the sobering reality that over half of all the population of the people who are poor are children. The report also noted that 29% of all school-aged children are not attending school, while 94% of out-of-school children are poor. The report, among other recommendations, urged the government to set child poverty reduction at a top national priority. I would therefore advocate that the government must put practical steps and measures in place to prevent poverty from engulfing the Nigerian state and its citizens, as this will help to control the spread of poverty and contain its venom around us. These are life-saving measures that have deleterious effects on livelihood, health, human well-being, state-societal relationships, and social harmony. The NBC survey points to several issues that even oil-bearing states top the misery index, where people live under treacherous poverty. This is an indictment to the governors of the aforementioned states who have failed in their responsibility to lift their citizens out of poverty. This is a very dangerous situation. I shall go to Rabbi again.